It's time for a One Piece review. In this chapter, well, first of all, this chapter is titled it's chapter 897. The title is titled. Fuck, I feel like I'm on a drug here. The title of this one is Pekoms, Escape from Pekom's Cacao Island Escape Plan. Okay, I could have not butchered the beginning of this review any worse, but it's staying in, okay? Because we're gonna be fucking raw on this one, okay? So, in this chapter, pretty much it starts out with it shows the clock. We're 4 minutes from the promised meetup time, okay? Everyone's pretty much it's come to. I mean, the Straw Hats are like, they're like, we're gonna fuck it. We're dead. Okay, Luffy hasn't come out of this mirror. We're dead, dude. And everyone else of the Charlotte family on Cacao Island, the reserves of their crew is just chilling, waiting for Luffy to come out of the thing. Okay, we have Oven. He's pretty much right outside of the mirror, like how the last chapter ended, waiting. Okay, and Sanji too. Sanji's kind of shitting a brick. He's like, man, he's just living on pure faith alone, bro. He's just like, man, God, if Luffy doesn't come out of here, it's like he has no other way of recourse, bro. I mean, he's completely screwed if Luffy doesn't come out of this mirror. So we go back to the mirror. What's going on here is Pekoms he talked about going into a Sulong form last chapter, and he's pretty much explaining to Luffy in this one. He's saying, you know what, I can do a Sulong form. Alright, I just gotta take these shades off. But the only thing is Pekoms is the only one that was able to tell me to come out of the Sulong form. His voice was the only one that pierced Pekoms' mental. Okay, everyone else, it doesn't matter. So he's pretty much saying, in other words, there's no one that can stop this shit. Alright, once I go into Lion King form, there's no going back, okay? So, everyone, I mean, this is pretty much saying, you know, because it stated when Carrot went into her Sulong form, if you stay in the Sulong form for too long, you end up dying, okay, out of exhaustion. You'll just burn the fuck out, okay? So, this is actually almost like, as far as he's concerned, he's gonna be a martyr here. So yeah, that's how it seems. Okay, so they're climbing up these stairs to get out of the mirror. And once the rampage begins of Pekoms, they're gonna try to use that as a kind of thing for him to get out of there. Okay, so and actually, Brulee's like just like getting pissed at Pekoms. She's like, "You're a fucking traitor." And even if you get through the mirror, it's like you're gonna get suppressed in an instant. All of the crews out there, you're gonna be fucked. And then Brulee, Pekoms is confident, bro. He knows what his Sulong form is able. He's like, I'm not gonna let Pedro's sacrifice go to waste. Not today, not now. Okay, I'm about to bust through this window. And Luffy's, you know, he says thank you, and then they hear him yelling as they're coming out. They actually hear Brulee yelling. She's like, "Save me!" And then Raisin's like, "That's Brulee's voice." And then all of a sudden they bust out, and they're like, when they bust out, Pekoms has her hostage, bro. Has her one arm around her neck. He's hiding Luffy, so you can't even see Luffy. She's holding him around her neck, and he has a gun, bro. And then everyone's confused. The Big Mom crews, the Charlotte family's confused. They're like, why is Pekoms coming out of this? Because last time they knew, he was part of their team. And then he pretty much just old Western style says, don't move, bro. I'm about to blast this old lady. And then Brulee's crying, bro, as usual. She's like, everyone save me. I'm kind of getting pissed off with Brulee just being like a helpless piece of shit all the time. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of just a little too, I don't know, bro. Like, sack up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of bothered me how shit every fucking. I think there's been like more than half of her fucking slides of her face have just been her in a complete crying, panicked, yelling, like helpless, you know. Anyways, Pekoms pulls off them shades real quick, and he starts going into his straight up lion form. I mean, his hair blasts out of the back, and his tail gets all bushy, just like kind of like how Carrot did. And he pretty much turns into, from his face, it looks like just a full-on lion. Like before, he looked like a cartoon. Like, you guys remember Yu-Gi-Oh, like the Toontown? Like, before he was the Toontown version of himself, and now he's like a full-on lion. Okay, now he's like a full-on fucking lion. So it looks badass. I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, it's pretty terrifying. I mean, it's majestic. But the thing is, because what's his name? Ovens. He's like confused. He's like, it wasn't Katakuri that came out. And he's like, nor was it Straw Hat. On top of that, a gun has been pointed at my precious little sister, right? So he gets fucking pissed off. He's like, without any good reason. And then all of a sudden, the gun that Pekoms is holding starts heating up real fast, instantly. So this is, I don't know what's going on here exactly. I don't know if it's just the aura around Pekoms, or it is getting hot enough for the gun to heat up, or it's a thing. But that would make sense because Brulee would get burned. I think what's going on is it's a specific area. He can kind of delegate heat to a certain area and then just light it up. So the gun pretty much turns super hot. So that's kind of OP, because I don't know what the fuck he should be able to do that to people too, not just guns. Maybe it's just metal. I'm not sure. Sounds kind of weird. But so he does his wave. Oven does a name technique called wave fist, and you see it's heat wave fist, right? So he blasts out. It looks like. It doesn't look like a Kanu's fist or even Ace's, but there's fire all around it, and you can tell his fist is just superheated, I guess, right? It's like pretty much a soldering iron. I don't know if you know what a soldering iron is. It's like when people try to melt metal to use, like they'll use like a soldering iron to it's just super fucking hot. That's the point. And then Sanji's right there, bro. He's waiting, and he's like, hell yeah, bro. He just he goes ahead and he tries to oh, well, he wants to save him, but what's going on is Luffy was hidden, so all the fucking Katakuri, or all the Charlotte family is like, let's kill this motherfucker now, but they're pretty much thinking, they don't assume that Katakuri lost either. They're thinking, wait a minute, you know what I mean? He must have just outwitted him or something. And so Luffy jumps up, and then they all try to go after him. They're like, oh, he's an easy target. Raisin goes after him first, and he's like, let's make this simple, bro. And I'm going to just slice you up right here. Luffy, you're dead. And then Sanji comes out of nowhere with the aerial kick, bro. And I fucking love this, dude. This is such a awesome little panel right here, because Sanji's been sleeping on. He's been lagging it, bro. I mean, you know, he wasn't there at fucking Marineford. He wasn't. This is one of the bigger times I think he's ever come in clutch for Luffy. So this is a really cool little thing for his character. You know what I mean? A little something for this so-called year of Sanji. You know, a little tally for that. And then Raisin gets fucking rocked, and then you got Ewan. He comes in, and they all start skywalking after Sanji, because Sanji's in the air skywalking. And they all skywalk after him, and they're trying to also. They cut back to Pekoms. They're trying to gouge his fucking eyes out because they know that that's the reason he's in Sulong form. So they're all crowded up around him. So it's like a whole thing where it's like they're all trying to rip out his eyeballs. It just looks like a fuck. It's a clusterfuck of a bunch of people surrounding him, holding him down. It looks like a goddamn gangbang. Okay, it looks like they're like a bukkake or something. Yeah, and then this is the fucking weird part. I mean, not the weird part. This is the part that I thought was kind of interesting. Ewan, one of the Charlotte family brothers there, he has a weapon, and it looks like it looks like it just expanded or some shit. And this is kind of reminiscent of Garp's thing where he's able to expand cannonballs too. So he smacks Luffy and Sanji, and they go hurling towards the ground, and then they're pretty much fucked. I mean, they're surrounded by guns. They all start trying to blast them. But then what happens is something comes in the way, and then comes in the way of the bullets, and they're like, what? They're like, huh? And then all of a sudden, boom! And they're like, what the fuck was that? And then they look, and there's a huge explosion towards where the fleet, where Snack is, and they're like, who the fuck is that? And then, right, like that Biggie, who the fuck is this? Paging me 546, and they're like that. And then Snack's like, oh, it's the Germa's fleet, and they're like, oh, they're supposed to be wiped out. What the fuck? And then they're like, oh, Heat's like, you bastards. And then Big Mom Pirates, the Big Mom Pirates are like all shocked, dude. They're like, oh shit, the whole fucking Germa comes in clutch, bro. They all are right there, bro, ready to do it. And they yell out, and they're ready to rock, dude. They're like, we also wanted a chance to shake things up. And one of them's like, what a coincidence, Sanji. And Sanji's like, what the fuck are you guys here, bro? I thought you guys would have just left. So it seems like it's not really about Sanji so much as they're trying to get... It's more of their pride. It's more of their malicious pride. You know, they want to get back. They want to get back at what fucking happened at the tea party. So, and... yeah, and also because they Sanji and their crew kind of helped them out too during the tea party. You know, if it wasn't for them, it would have been a lot more nasty of a situation. But anyways, I thought this was a pretty sick chapter overall because, you know, a lot of things got to the point. A lot of people thought, oh, is this thing with the Germa, is it too predictable? Was it too predictable? Who gives a fuck? Okay? They were in the area, man. Come on now. What else are they gonna do, bro? Fucking go fishing? No, dude. They're here to fuck around. They want to shake things up, like literally, like that last panel says. All right. So overall, not a bad chapter. I think I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Pretty good chapter, bro. So that's the review for this week, and hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the chapter. And also, real quick, at the end, I have a Discord. I just popped up, and if you guys want to get down, talk to me, whatever the fuck, I'm on there a lot. Click the link. I'll have the link in the description. And thank y'all for watching. All right, later. Peace.